И следующее слово предоставляется Пауло де Тарсо Лугон Арантес, представитель организации CIMI. Вам слово.
Madam Chair, we welcome this momentous debate on the decade of indigenous languages, underscoring the importance of protecting them and promoting their use. In Brazil, there is a great diversity of indigenous languages. Today, 225 native languages are spoken. Indigenous peoples in Brazil have been active in promoting and preserving their own languages, which form an integral part of their own traditional way of living. This year, indigenous teachers from the people of Jamamadi, Apurinã, Jarawawa, and Palmari from the Puru River in the Amazon region produced 4 bilingual school books. The aim of these books is to enhance the development and understanding of oral and written knowledge, as well as cataloging a specific book pedagogy. Yet, as in the case of fighting against the pandemics, indigenous peoples and partners are taking the lead in protecting their languages in view of Brazil's current hostile indigenous policies. The language diversity in Brazil is at risk in view of the integrationist narratives by the federal government itself, combined with hate speech at the highest level of power. Besides, there is a need to ensure the availability of basic services in the indigenous languages, such as healthcare, education, and justice system, in order to fully comply with international indigenous law standards. The brutal killing of Bruno Pereira and journalist Tom Phillips and the systematic attack of indigenous people countrywide are very telling. During an art exposition organized to celebrate the UN International Year of Indigenous Peoples in the space of Embu das Artes in São Paulo, 30 art pieces were vandalized by unidentified individuals. While direct attribution to public officials cannot be established, it is certain that this integrationist approach and the hate speech by the government in Brazil legitimizes such violent acts and decreases greatly the costs of perpetration in detriment to the preservation and promotion of the diversity of the indigenous languages in Brazil. Madam Chair, to conclude, we call on international solidarity to stop the hostile environment against indigenous peoples in Brazil that puts at risk the existence of indigenous languages, culture, and survival. I thank you, Madam.